because the energy is like, whoo, I think this was the 6th time. I think it was like the 6th time. Hello? Who's this? Good, how are you? Oh, no, I'm right out the door. I'm in the hospital. I completely cancel different times to anything. So, gotta go into the video. Okay, what's your how about 2 o'clock? Thank you. Oh, I got so much too much to eat. I'm so sorry I didn't cancel it. All right. Have a good day. Bye. Thanks. Bye. Okay. Damn it, I forgot to cancel that appointment. Been really sucking at that lately. Okay. I literally think this was, I tried 6 or 7 times to get on. I wanted to wrap this up. So sorry. Hi, I think it took 6 or 7 times to get this up and going. I'm not going to lie. Super annoying. And then I got pulled to Happy Halloween because I think the first original read we were doing on this was Halloween. And karmic, but I'm thinking like permanently deleted came in with the flamingos. So something is definitely, no going back type situation. So I seriously want to wrap this up. I don't think I've ever had cards stay on the board for this long. Needless to say. So the 6 of Cups just flipped in my hand, which was odd. So something here is definitely needs to go. Hi, peanut butter. Couldn't choose another spot though, huh? So we're gonna do a quick recap because I'm like anxious to get this energy off the board. Number 1, the heart of the issue or the question you have. Number 2, the hidden issue. 3, the major obstacle. 4, the main fear. 5, the situation. 6, what will happen if you engage in this situation. So at change here, you definitely have change. Healthy pauses, making good decisions, trying to, but be careful because it's also telling me you're developing a pattern here and you need to take control of something back. I'm just hearing doubt. Some of you guys might be doubt. If you're in a situation of doubt, get out of it. Don't doubt it. Things like that. Try to make it simple. Especially, I just heard Saturn direct, and I think that's in November. And then 2, with the Switch card, people are threatened by you developing your personal powers. Something you need to be prepared for. And the lamp is the obstacles, right? But You're trying to remember the good here. Don't forget to put lights up on Halloween, which is an original reading. 4 is that you've grown, tap into your divinity. 5, wise decision, making strategy calls, intelligent. 6, working through the fire and ashes. So whatever it is you're going through. And then from there, the next day I had a dream of the flamingo. Could have sworn it was the Queen of Wands, but it's actually the Lovers. This doesn't feel like a forward thing. It could be forward moving with you, but not necessarily with somebody else here. Like I'm hearing Final Destination. That's a movie, right? I don't know what that's about. Maybe somebody thinks their destination is with you, but I don't know, like, or vice versa. I think somebody here thinks something's destined, but there's just something, but I think it's coming from the other energy. What's the heart of the issue with this change, please? I'm hearing Day of the Dead. That's coming in soon. We have the Magician. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I think that solely has to do with you. Something you kind of already manifested is here. Kind of, what are you going to do? You're going to put it out there. And again, it could be somebody thought they manifested you. What is this? What is the witch? This is the hidden issue. This is other people. You're developing skills. Other people aren't liking it. They're threatened by you. Be prepared because it's definitely coming towards you. And you have the Three of Pentacles. This could represent, a decision that needs to be made. But I typically look at the Three of Pentacles as contracts, teamwork. For me, it's more contracts, but I'm hearing more teamwork here, putting the effort into something. So just continue doing what it is you're doing, because I almost think, tell me about this Three of Pentacles, there's karma attached to this. The Queen of Swords. So it's kind of it's like blocking yourself from getting hurt again. I don't think it's necessarily a jaded situation. I think it's a smart situation here, because it looks like somebody's trying to impose, somebody's trying to dictate. So yeah, somebody wants in here like, oh, it's forever, but it's destined, blah, 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 blah. No, it's not. When you have heavy karma and past lives of people, it feels destined. Feels like destiny. But, can you live with this person? Do you want to live with this person? Do you see this person in your future? Yada, yada, yada. I think this is somebody from your past. With the Six of Cups flipping over there. For some of you, this is a good thing, and because I don't want to really look at the karma like that. But to me, this is being very smart about something. Unless it's the other way around, you got to let your guides down. But you got the Emperor there, and when the Emperor comes in with the Ten of Wands, Six of Wands, yeah, let's put your defense down. Yeah, Chariot River. I don't know. Let's see. It says you've grown, number 4. This was the main fear, and it was the skull of darkness, like you not seeing something. So, but you have grown, and you're tapping into something. I don't know if this is trying to say the other person is completely like, I am hearing docile, but you're completely different, and not in the sense of like two peas in a pod, but like, oh man, I don't know what I was trying to say here. You got the Sun. Yeah, but see, the Five of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, so it could just be, conflict, but I think this is your energy, to be honest with you. You've grown, so it's kind of like whatever situation this is, if it was to attempt to maybe come back into the picture, you might even be a completely different person and you are putting boundaries up. Like, so at that point kind of tells me you might have spent a lot of time away from somebody here. But I also feel like, what's this one? I also feel like this is somebody who, I don't know if they think you're naive. You got the devil. One more with the devil. It could just be fear, but or Capricorn, Leo. But then you got Justice, all major arcana here, right? With the Two of Cups. Interesting. Because this is in regards to your future. And this is your main fear. So fear of not being treated right. Maybe again, like you feel like, oh, this person's too matrix for me. I can't go there, this and that. I mean, like you can though. You could soften somebody's energy. This is hard because I don't know if this is, you do have multiple people here. But this main reading is your focus. It's you. But this is also energy around you and kind of like what's going on. And I just, because I don't even feel like you're talking to this lover right now, whatever, a best friend, because it is silent and it's like leaving that light on. You know, remember the good. So remember a good in a situation here. Tell me about those lovers real quick. But you do have a lot of support with this divine support sisterhood over here. But I do feel like there's an energy that Wheel of Fortune, lots of major arcana. So right now it's kind of out of your hands too on how something's going here. Jesus, Princess of Cups. I don't think it's necessarily got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. It is something you probably have feelings for, but it's like, but then you turn the Empress. Like that just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if it's delusional. Or you're going to question what this is. Because I actually feel like this is somebody that might come into your life, someone you might need, somebody you might, I said need, but somebody you might know. I mean, it was somebody new. I don't know if like you have a funeral coming up. I just feel like you could meet somebody through energy like that. And I want to feel like there's a lot of people that like go to funerals to meet people. It's like a weird thing that people do sometimes too. The coroner. So this could be something that already happened. This could be a death that already happened. And this is the one like it's like, all right, I'm not going back. I want new. I'm choosing new. Because to me, it's kind of like, it's good. It's good energy. It's feel good energy. Like who, me? Couldn't be. But then that makes me think like, who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? This energy is abrasive. This looks more like a beginning than an ending. And that is sitting on like the remembrance, which is the major obstacle. So maybe you had a bad relationship with this person. Maybe you can't, or maybe you never had a relationship with this person. I mean, you never thought you'd see yourself with this person. I mean, it's something like that. And it stinks because karma's here, because I just got pulled to the voodoo again, which was, what read was that? I could have sworn it was in this read. I don't know. This is like the fourth time I'm reading this, right? I think it was up there. So I just feel like Some are rooting for you and some are against you. Some might want to plot. But this, whatever this is here, is kind of saying just let something happen. The right person, the right time, something falling into place. But again, I also feel like this could be a loss too. Like, oh man, I'm getting like a big scramble fuck in my head. Because it's both. And I'm focused on this major obstacle right this second because this is the fear. So I have to figure out why this obstacle is here. And I don't think it's just you fearing, this. The only way it would, like, that would come in, like, as if, like, okay, I'm stuck here. Interesting. Not like I'm stuck, It's almost like I'm done reading this shit. Like, what the fuck? Why am I stuck here? So it's definitely a major obstacle for you guys. Where's my crystal? Great. It was supposed to be over here. I don't know how that got moved. It's not on the floor. Okay. Well, it is what it is. I guess I'll hold this. I kind of feel like some of you are sad here, though. Somebody could have really let you down. You could be going through something really heavy here. Some of you, there's like a permanent ending here with, remember the first one I had to delete and it wanted me to delete it, and I had to delete it off my YouTube, and I thought that was weird and I had to delete it forever. But then the energy being in the energy of Scorpio too, and Capricorn with like the death and the tower, that's a finality. That's like Grim Reaper, no going back. So I don't know when that took place, or if it's gonna take place in this time frame within the next week or so. Gotta make a good decision here, because I also feel like somebody here is very good at manipulating. But then you have another energy that's not manipulating. See, this is all like wrapped up in like one thing, and it must have to do with past or karma or something, because it does look like you're happy, kind of go lucky there, just letting things flow, or you're about to. There's feelings involved. So I think you're worried, because it's like you're kind of looking at it like, wow, this could grow. Something does seem like it might be balanced. And again, fear. This is your main fear, number 4. But your advice here was, you've grown, so tap into this divinity. So this alone, I mean, that's two. It could just be like a really good friend here that wants to get you through something, or wants to help you, or, wants to understand. I feel like somebody wants to understand. I don't think this is you trying to make sense of it. But there's a hidden issue up here, again, that I think you're just going to work through and block anyway. I love that you come in as the Queen of Swords here in regards to the hidden issue. Because there's haters behind this one with the witch. People who think they're better than you, more crafty than you, more intelligent than you, more beautiful than you. They just, go kick rocks, chica. Go, like, really? Like, but just, okay. I want out of that. So here with 5 being the situation is already telling me, I wouldn't say hesitant, but you're questioning because it's how you want to go about something. Yeah, see the 8 of Swords. You're kind of like, I don't know. But God, he's like one of my favorite King of Pentacles. He's so damper. I would take him home. I'm not going to lie. I'd take him home. So be careful because I'm like, I would take him home. And I'd probably be exchanging energy, not gonna lie, looking all hot. Like, but that's not what gets me. But I'm telling this. Okay, so there's gotta be like seduction or extreme attraction, or you're easily swayed by this energy. Somebody is like very swagger or very like down to earth. It doesn't have to be suit and tie, just down to earth. They could have hair on their face, maybe not. I never mentioned that, so I don't know why that's coming into play. But this is like your thoughts, because you're like, all right, I got to be smart here. I got to play this smart. I got to be intelligent. I got to be wise. But you're like, I mean, it could just be a boy toy, or it could be somebody you would have potential with. See how fucking weird this is? But I think this is where you don't want the boy toy. You've already been there and done it. So this energy might attempt to come back around. And it's something maybe you like need to block and take care of. Because I don't know if this person has the best intentions. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. I feel like cocky, narcissistic. I wouldn't even want to take that one home for the night. So I don't know. The Chariot. So somebody might want to go for a ride, do this, Knight of Cups, but that's like acting like they have feelings with the 6 of Wands. But that 6 of Wands right there can be complete fucking ego. It looks like there's 2 cards here. Oh, there is. Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. So maybe they're hiding from you. They're not telling you something. So this is somebody that actually has feelings for you, but maybe they feel not good enough, like as if you want the King of Pentacles. As if like, why would you want me, or why? There's not too many people I know that do that, but I have come across somebody who like to question things like that before as well. Like, why me? Like, why? What do you see in me? And it's just like, it's such an odd question to answer. Like, I'm there, I'm enjoying your company. Like, it's not that energy is making it awkward. It's just no one's ever asked me that before, and I'm just like, I didn't even know what to say. I like your vibe, I like your energy, just, you know what I mean? So I think this person really doesn't know which way to go. Like, do I have a conversation? Do I not? Do I want to move things forward? I mean, there is feelings here, but like, maybe this person thought it was just like a one-night stand. I have no fucking idea. I don't think so. But something's going to come in, that something right is going to come in, because your wheel is turning and you have Justice. So again, there is something extremely karmic here too in the background with Justice and the wheel being here as well. And I just heard Saturn direct, like playing catch up, maybe, I'm not sure. But it's going to be a lot of karma out there being delivered, whether you like it or not. This could be fear of you being happy, or fear of somebody, or not finding somebody that likes depth like you do, with, Sun and Scorpio. Maybe it's them that fear you. I don't know what to talk about. Do I act this way, that way? Lack of confidence, maybe. This seems to be all about the other person, but this is you making these judgment calls. If they come towards you, because here it looks like it's not even coming towards you yet. They're still stuck on what to do next in regards to you. All right, let's go. What will happen if you engage with this energy? And you got the Skull of Flowers. Work through the fire and ashes, but it looks like a really bright outcome too. And you do have the Sun over there, guys. So you might just want something. You might just want to go for it, or I want to say feel it out, but it's the Queen of Wands with the Star. That's like a lot of energy there, as if like you're gonna have no problem getting through these ashes. Creating through the ashes, which is wounds. It's the past. It's, you burn a fire, then it's done, right? That wood turns into ashes. So there's still permanently something here deleted. It's not quite telling me what it is yet. I had no idea. I'll have to look it up. That's awful. There's a wildfire in Salem right now. Well, I don't know if it's Salem, Mass. Yeah, holy shit. We've been talking about that for weeks. A wildfire, Salem, Massachusetts. A wildfire in Salem, Massachusetts. We started talking about this read with the witches in Boston, how a lot of people from Salem, they were transferring in Boston. A lot of witches died in Boston, way more, thousands, way more than people think. Some got deported back because of like energy. They didn't want them buried in Boston, but that's when somebody new came in to take out. One day ago, Boston smoke from brushes of the fire. Damn.
Thousands of visitors are expected to go to Salem, Mass for Halloween festivities this week. However, fire crews are battling a large brush fire late Saturday night into Sunday morning. The flames were concentrated in a wooded area of the city. No evacuation orders were announced, but fire officials did say it will take some time to extinguish the flames. Flames were near homes in a condo development, leaving residents there on edge. Massachusetts has been under a red flag warning for high fire danger, with the state's Department of Fire Services noting that the critical fire conditions meant that any fires that start may spread rapidly and become difficult to put out. This is just one of 4 fires that were burning in the area.
I feel like that's linked. I don't know how. It said burned more than 100 acres. Smaller blaze on that one. Helicopters dropping. Poor air quality on the North Shore. There's like no current. I mean, why am I not? Here's 2 hours ago.
And in Salem, Massachusetts, at least one air quality alert has been issued because of smoke from brush fires there. The chief fire warden in Massachusetts says about 45 fires have started over the last couple of days. In Salem, more than 80 acres are still burning. That is down from more than 130 acres at its highest point. Firefighters have been working to spray down the area, push the fire into places where the underbrush has already burned, which will keep that fire from spreading. Firefighters say that they're hoping that the fire can be contained enough before thousands of people head to Salem for Halloween.
Contained enough? Why not just say no? Okay, so yeah, it sounds awful. There's like already 100 acres burnt. Okay. I do feel like this is linked to something. It's like linked to even like the witches. Because when I don't want to like correlate it quite yet, but yeah, I just got goosebumps head to toe, like spiritual goosebumps. Those weren't the regular goosebumps. It's linked. I don't know how. But when I first started this read, I was talking about Boston and Salem a lot. And it's just that energy with the voids. But I've been bothered by this for like the last month or so. Off and on talking about it. I almost feel like the fire and ashes right here. Like you're gonna rise through the fire and ashes. Like it's like this month is also like a phoenix. This skull of darkness they actually see as a phoenix. Or is it the flamingos? I think it's the flamingos can also be seen as a phoenix rising. I don't know. Jesus. Wow. I don't know what to think of this. I do think it's linked. Like maybe bones being brought up, something with bones. Remember I said that in Maine, how many wash up? And I don't even go into Salem, Mass for Halloween anymore. I just try to go in the summer and early fall before it's too crowded. But I do like going in November when like all the festivals have died down. But like there's still fires burning. And they're hoping they can still have Halloween. Like, no, shut it down. The air quality is not even going to be good. And it's heating up in the next couple days. And as soon as she came out, Mia texted me about the fire. Fire and ashes. Creating through ashes. I don't know. There might be something you read, something you're inspired by. You have like those witchy senses. Like this one guy I used to like date, my catalyst. I could always hear him saying it was the creepiest thing, like bruja. He always called me a witch and thought I was a witch. And I didn't even take that as an insult. I'm like, why would that, this day and age, why would that even be an insult? That's fear on his end, you know. I don't know if he really did think, but I mean, I just had abilities to know things. So he got more or less, he was nervous with my ability to know things, and then experiences that we shared, he had never shared with anybody else either. So I'm assuming, fear kicked in and was like, yeah, all right, this chick's got to be a witch. But why are we assuming all witches are bad witches? Why are we assuming all demons are bad demons? Why are we assuming black angels are all, demonic? Society has to change the viewpoint. And I want to say with the witch, I did read that in the book, and it actually did bring up Salem, Mass, I think, in this book, to be quite honest with you. But it's just, earth, air, fire, water, like the magician up there, like a mummy. So this could be different lifetimes. Some of you, I just said Arabic, but some of you it's like ancient Egyptian. Others of you could be, Salem trials. But it's Christianity came in and changed it all, So through spell and rituals, they also did brew stuff in cauldron, powders of the world, next synergy to solve problems to heal. But witches are healers. It's more like when bad people like they say they're a witch and they like a bad witch is so fucking stupid. I'm sorry to even say that, but like it really is. It's like where's your knowledge? Like some people talk about this stuff and they're not educated. And there's lots of stuff I'm not educated on, but then spirit like just spit your mouth because there is you do know what you're talking about, even though it's not clear to me. It's just kind of coming out, right? It's like talking to the higher self. The higher self is speaking to you guys. So if somebody practices like voodoo or like maybe somebody thinks they're a fucking warlock, but like there's good warlocks and there's bad warlocks, but they're associating them all with bad warlocks. It's just the association thing going on here. But just do not be discouraged here. New friends and better opportunities will be attracted to yourself instead, especially after you block something here. The blossom and bloom, the work must be done through fire and ashes. Our fortune, it comes. Yeah, the skull is the flower, celebrates the kind phoenix energy, but its energy as success through adversity. So, and then the star was at the bottom of the deck. So you're definitely creating. I don't know if, I keep hearing like spidey senses, but like witchy senses are kicking in. I know spells are extremely powerful. Our words are powerful. It's not, I've been told I can work with that energy. I do have that ability. But it's just some things, I chose different things. And I'm always careful with certain spells or certain things I read out loud or rituals. Because I know they work. I know they're powerful. It leaves an imprint. My chest just started hurting, like a sharp pain in my chest as I looked at the Queen of Wands. Complete transformation. You're in the midst of it too, and it's like water, air, earth, fire, even ether. You're creating through that. So I don't know if like 1 week you're into this and then 1 week all of a sudden like the witch thing kicks in, and that's not even a bad thing. But again, people fear stuff like that. So mote it be, I just heard. Like leave it be, If somebody calls me a witch, I'm actually like, I'm proud of it. I'm like, I like that. That's not an insult to me. Like that's a compliment. That I have abilities like that. Are you kidding me? Like, that's empowering for me too. So, warlocks are all different things. A lot of warlocks think they're extremely powerful and dark. Stronger than a witch. Different clan of the witch, a different species of I don't even know how to explain it, but like animals, different species, It's like in the same family, but it's not the same thing. But a lot of people that look at themselves as warlocks, they think more of It's like a male would say. It's equivalent to a witch, and it does have to do with a male, but it's more like they practice sorcery. But it doesn't even have to be male, guys. Because they use a combination of things. Spells is just part of them. They could use fire with it. They could use somebody's hair. It's like occult knowledge, supernatural, shapes their reality. So some could even consider, even though I'm a female, you could consider me a warlock. It's doing the same thing. I love everything pretty much occult. So gotta get rid of the male and female thing. So we're battling that right now. It's like you be dating somebody, you don't know who the fuck you're dating anymore. You're waiting for the penis to come at you. Next thing you know, somebody's sitting on top of you trying to scissor your ass. So apparently I was trying to make a joke there, but that didn't even seem funny to me. You know what I mean? It's just like, so I don't know if somebody here is a clown. It's just, you just don't know these day and ages, when everything's like out in the open. I used to draw patients, males, with like pink fingernail polish, and they're like, this is amazing. I've waited my whole life to kind of come out of the closet type thing. And they're old, older. So, and there is something going on with the animal kingdom too. So I got pulled to my animal kingdom deck, but I wanted to clear this board first. So shapeshifters come and go. Anyone could be a shapeshifter without even realizing they're shapeshifting. But I like almost everything occult. But I know this stuff is powerful and you don't just fuck with it, Yeah, whatever this is, you are going to rise from the ashes here, but I think you're definitely linked to this witch card. And there's a contract here. You're weaving certain ways of the world right now. And people are going to be threatened by you. And this is basically threatened by your power. Be prepared for this because people want to stop it, It's like the little alien emoji I got. Maybe whoever's watching this will send me a little witch emoji, It's just stupid shit like that, guys. It's not even worth your fucking time. So... I do know that they're telling me for sure this is linked to the fires with her. I don't really know how to go about reading that yet. I mean, this could be you rising from the ashes. This could be somebody that literally comes in, an ancestor or your old, whoever you used to be, and now you're being like, you're coming alive again. And could even be somebody that, a witch from way back when, shapeshifts and comes and sees you when you have the light on and passes the torch to you. Because there is something happening. There's something activating in Salem, Mass right now, and it does have to do with the burning of witches. And something is telling me it definitely has to do with the burning of witches. So I'm kind of interested on, when it's said and done, the locations that were burnt. Is it where they went down? Is it where other people lived? It's something with land, location. Like where the old court sat, or, it's I don't know, it's like them tearing down. I don't even know if it doesn't even feel like their burial places. But Spirit's telling me it is. So some of I don't know if these are known burial places. You think the news would be talking about it if it was. But that wasn't a coincidence that Mia came in right there with working through this fire and ashes. And I really do think some of you light that candle in your window on Halloween. Even like a little fake flame, battery operated. Calling them home. Because I think they have a torch to pass. Which is pretty cool if you think about it. Whatever this is huge that's going on, as some of you guys, the whole fire thing might affect you. It's the whole Salem thing and Boston thing has been affecting me for over a month now. Never mind Halloween. And I talked about fires and other things, but I never got like the fire here besides the fire. You know what I mean? Maybe it is the fire that's happening now, but I was thinking about like the fire where they were actually burnt. Because I feel like it's their way at fertilizing the land. I don't know what that means. Or opening the land up, discovering more sacred places. Something is happening there. I could see it like with like in a globe, it separates or certain stuff. Like I can see it geologically like that, but not necessarily in a town like this. It doesn't feel like the Australian blaze. It doesn't feel, but like there's still blazing, and I don't think it's gonna get. I think it's gonna get hotter before it dies down. Don't forget about the air quality. It's just not worth it. Even if they leave the bars open, guys, it doesn't seem worth it to me. And not to I actually want to go maybe a couple weeks after the fire settles down just to kind of I'm hearing bring energy. I don't know if I've ever done that. I guess maybe take it in. I'm not really sure. Who lives around me? Who wants to take a field trip? I'm hearing the red line, so I don't know if the red line from Boston takes you into Salem. I mean, you could just drive into Salem, but I'm still something with the red line. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the train. No, there's something here with the train instead of the chariot, like a car. It's like a train. But it feels like a train crash. There might be another train crash coming up soon that's hearing horrific. Deadly, like deadliest catch. Maybe it's just one target, though. There's something going on there. I don't know how to fucking clarify her yet. Just advice for the Queen of Wands or whatever you want to tell us. I mean, you're definitely getting through whatever this is. So you got the Ten of Swords, but you have the Sun right there with Justice, the Devil. So this is definitely no going back. Five of Wands. Like you're done with this, whatever this is, like a feeling, a thought, and then you got the Emperor. This is like no way, no more. No how, no way, no more. I don't know how I feel about him. Like how I didn't know how I felt about him. had these because I thought one of these cards was going to come out there. It told me that deck of cards for that. This is not the deck that I wanted either. Okay, I want this for the Queen of Wands. I want this for this King of Pentacles. And I forgot what card I saw here with the main fear. Page of Cups. What's going on with this blind spot? But you're also stepping into some type of union. This could be a union between you and a past life. Not like a lover, just kind of like, here you go, here's the baton. So this is karmic over here with the devil. Oh, well, it could be fear too. Okay, a little bit more, please. I don't know what card I was seeing. Oh, well, there's a union, but you got settling too. You could be guided out of something. I definitely didn't see union there. I mean, the Two of Cups was there, but I didn't see... I don't think this is a bad thing. I don't know if to you it is, though. Like, it seems like it is, but this is a fear. Like, you could be a commitment phobe and not even realize it. Or you're like, am I just settling? Something huge might come out of this King of Pentacles that you don't even see. One more for union, please. Best advice for union. Unawakened material or surrender. Best advice for union, please. I just pulled like a banker. So it could be somebody from your past. Nostalgic, devotion, grief, material. Yeah, what the fuck? This is somebody else could have settled, or they don't want to settle. I want to get that energy off the board for some reason. Because it does feel like a good thing, but very fucking confusing for some reason. So I don't know if there's two different people in your life, one from the past that, or this is the Queen here, the way she's positioned and everything, the entertainment, the nightlight, I don't even know what that means, but it's energy. This is like, so I'm not going to have to go through this 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and then you got the Emperor, but this bear looks like it's like attacking the Emperor. So, and I just looked down, chaos at the bottom of the deck, but I just got pulled to the train crash again. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. What do we need to know about this King of Pentacles? Puzzle, conflicted, confused. Well, they're in the Eight of Swords as well. Emotions, worry, fears, chaos, laughter. I just said, bring me back to life. This chaos, toxic, drama, arguments, incompatible, exhausted. So maybe that's not who you want. That is not who you want. Correct. Okay. So there's somebody from your past. So maybe you do want the Emperor. Like, we all want the Emperor sometimes, but just depends on where their mindset is, their personality, their energy. I almost feel like, I don't know if this is like somebody like, I ruined it. You got recharge, let go, clear your mind, consequences, mixed signals, healing. So it's something going on with him. I don't know if they wanted to keep something down low, if they're keeping something down low. It could be something they want to tell you that they don't tell other people. Stressed out, worried about how to approach you. So this is somebody that came in, came out. I'm not sure. It's not the same energy as this. This is somebody new that might enter your life, or you know who this is. It could be a friend. Is somebody who ruined something, caused conflict, caused an argument, caused, it's like when somebody says something, no need to say that. Why'd you even say it? Something like that. But this feels more like I fucked up. But it looks like it has a good outcome. So, yeah, ascending. So this, to me, this person is ascending in the midst of trying to figure things out. They're admiring you, you're admiring them. It just seems like a good match. Nostalgic, devotion, wherever you're putting your energy. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who is devoted, but they're going through something right now. This is somebody that ruined something. This clearly something was ruined here too, but this is not the one where it's just, there's one here that's just, no, there's too much drama. It takes your happiness away. Even, you might have good laughs here and there, but they always leave you confused, or you never know where you're at. Like, that's a big no-no. So you do have the right person coming in. I don't think you got to pass a test or anything. And this person could even be watching from the sidelines. Really, they admire you. It could be somebody at work. It could be somewhere. I just heard like where you get your gas. Someone you see someone all the time. Like security. I just heard. So keep this energy moving. I do want to read up on what's going on with the fires, not with this deck, not right now. I really want to clear this energy off the board. I might continue to read from this Queen of Wands, but best advice for the Queen of Wands right now. This is like the Skull of Flowers, like energy shifts, okay? You got party, celebrate, brings more clarity, whatever's been hitting. Celebrations brings more clarity. Listen to your heart, not just the music. So make sure it's not just partying. A shining cascade upon conceals a fragile core. Be aware of temptations that seem too perfect. I think that has to do with the energy. For a minute, I was like, ooh, I might take him home. And then I was like, no, actually, once I started feeling the energy, I was like, no, I actually don't want to take him home. So, trust your intuition, listen to your inner voice, decision making. You had a big decision right here too. So I don't know if it's one of those things where maybe you start dating, or you start talking to somebody, or you're interested, or you're learning, you're doing something, and then like your energy shifts, but then you have this other energy that thinks they can just come and go as well. You gotta let that shit go. One more for the Queen of Wands. Universe within. Your thoughts influence your reality. Choose hopeful, positive ones. Clarify your core beliefs. So this is, I can already tell this energy is going to be a bit overwhelming, but whatever it is, you are going to push through. Please just make sure you're making smart choices and you're not just doing something to be fed, because I almost feel like that energy is there. Like you could do it, but it's a situation where it just doesn't seem like it would work out in your best interest. And it's definitely somebody from your past. and it's still karmic. And you'd still be in the same situation with this person. Even if it's 2 years later and you think there's growth here, there's no growth for one person here. There's growth with you. That's why I said some of you would kind of probably be unrecognizable. Like you wouldn't even be able to relate anymore. Advice for the witch, please. The earthy weaver of the worlds. You're manifesting. Use all the powers here. Look at that. I don't even know how that got in there. Oh, yeah. Unspoken distress, real feelings, broken dreams, suffering in silence. It's not what I wanted, though. I wanted one of these cards. Serpent whispers. Beware of the silver-tongued serpent, for their sweetest words may carry venom. Listen, but be cautious. I do feel like somebody's trying to send you this energy, too. This could also be like somebody, like a hater, someone that just doesn't like you and they're going through karma, this and that. You know, I don't think they feel bad. Could be more like a broken dream or a desire, but their own desires that they don't get to have anymore. There's something weird going on there that I think is linked to whoever this energy is that's getting karma. Because it feels like they need to suffer in silence right now, to be quite honest with you. I don't know why, but that's the way it feels. So I don't know which person it is exactly. I don't think it's you. I mean, we can always suffer in silence, but unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams, like no. You know, head in the clouds, delusional, hopes and dreams, possibilities, follow your heart, believe in yourself. Soulmate, Mark Twain, friendship, romance, partner, stagnant, stuck, dead, frozen. So whatever this is, guys, like it's just Again, I feel like I had to pick those up. One more for the witch. But this is kind of saying like maybe go for it, but trust cautiously, and there's a reason for that. Dice of destiny. The dice roll freely, but control over destiny remains in your daily choices. So shape your future with intent, not chance. So, I think you just feel like it's iffy. Some of you might get caught up in relationships too, and you forget what you were doing, or you put less time towards something, you know. And when that happens, you know, things get thrown out of alignment, and then, you know, something will end up lacking, and eventually all areas would lack. And, you know, so this is kind of like, go for it, but be cautious about it. Like, especially with these decisions, especially 5 with the solution, like you're intelligent, strategize, you have this, it's the wisdom, it's the owl, making smart decisions. So next couple weeks are going to be pretty important decisions. Because it's going to affect your destiny. Like, you need to control your destiny so it doesn't affect your energy, your destiny like that. Because it affects your destiny, every choice you make, every roll of the dice, you know. So, kind of like listen, feel it out. It is saying to be cautious, you know. Make sure you shape with intent, not chance, which makes sense with the King of Pentacles, where it's like, oh, all of a sudden I was like, okay. And then I was like, whoa, no. It's kind of telling me like, no, like there's an energy that might feel like uplifted, or it's temporary. It's just to get you where they want you. And you have awakened. A sudden realization about your life's purpose will awaken within your true potential. Embrace the insight. Redefine your path. And at the bottom, take root. Depth brings abundance. That's like me. I love depth, but a lot of men can't handle the depth I have either. But there's always somebody out there for somebody, guys. I wouldn't worry about it is the main message, I guess. But, you know, especially in Scorpio season and, you know, dealing with Saturn going direct soon and other planetary positions, keep doing what's best for you. You don't have to necessarily shut something down. There's here that doesn't need to be shut down, but then there's other things where it's like tread lightly, you know. I can tell you're definitely being guided here. Don't, you know, you could be dealing with somebody that's hoping they can, you know, they can just sweep something under the rug. You guys could just have a good night. And it's like, no, it's stupid. Like, that's something karmic. And then something else, maybe you could have a good night, but be smart about it too. Like, listen to your intuition, which can become complicated because there's some type of feeling here. And maybe this is the way something's all supposed to play out, guys, because they do want something to be a little dicey right now because your main objective here would be yourself. And there is something with the train crash. All right, guys, I love you. I think I can get on tomorrow morning because I have a doctor's, I think, 8:30. I could probably get on tomorrow morning. Going back to the hospital tonight. So, patience with me, please. All in all, I really think this was a good reading. What did it take? 4 readings? And I could probably still read on these contracts and karmic, but I think there's a lot of growth. There's just a lot of stuff going on. Be careful you're not just, you know, leaning on somebody because you're going through something. Like, say, my situation, I just want that comfort. You know, everybody gets to that moment where, you know, it's just like, don't worry about it. You have so many energies and there's just, it will make you feel good. It's like you got one of the best cards in the book, guys. You're going to be fine, you know. Like, in all reality, like, you've grown. Just to recap it, you know, it's a healthy pause. You might want to change some type of tactic here about how you move forward so you're not repeating something because you already have maybe developed a certain pattern, right? So you're going to have to take control of that. This is beautiful with the witch because it's crafting, it's creating, it's uplifting, it has to do with your energy, and you are developing some very powerful energies here, and there is going to be a lot of haters. Okay, try to remember the good in a situation when it comes to something, things that, you know, keep you alive, motivated, upbeat, good memories, you know, not dwelling on the ones that haven't worked. And you've done a lot of growth here. It's like you've grown. So tap into your divinity, maybe the last 4 years, last 4 months. I don't even think you would mesh with somebody anymore, to be quite honest with you. Like, you're that different. Say you haven't seen a friend in a couple of years, and it's like they'd go home and talk to the husband, or you could talk to a friend, and it's like it wouldn't necessarily feel like catching up old times, or it would be, and it would still like feel good energy, but at the same time you would still have the vibe of like, wow, that person has really changed, like hardly unrecognizable type. But it's your mentality, it's intelligence, it's how you project energy, which is beautiful. And whatever this skulls of flowers, you know, you're creating through these ashes. And again, I'm getting pulled to the fires. I'm just, the witches burned on the stake for some reason. So the fires right now happening currently in Salem. I do think it's definitely on some of the burial sites, but it's more of, there's an intention behind why that's happening. It does have to do with land location. You know, maybe they're working through the negative spots that have been in the soil. Refurbishing the lands. Who refurbishes the lands? But that's how they're saying it. You know, it's like refurbishing the lands. So I find that interesting because Salem has a lot of energy as is. So if you guys are somewhat close, I would go and take advantage of that energy. Tap into it because it's going to be high. You wouldn't think it'd be high vibing because of the fires, but there's a high vibe that's going to take place after this. And I just get pulled to the train too, so be careful. Not with commute, but like, yeah, I don't know why I said be careful. Just be careful, you know. Don't try to cut off a train, like the little guards that go down. Like, don't try to cut one of those off. It's just, be cautious. Some people walk on old rails. Me and Lori did that when we were young, like 10. And they haven't been active in like 10 freaking years. And then all that happened, all of a sudden, like a train came and we were on a bridge. We could have jumped the bridge if we had to, but we just ran. And I think our parents even met us like halfway, like, oh my God, I was so scared. And they didn't even tell the town that they were trying to get the trains up and moving with something there. So it was a little intimidating. So if something feels sketchy, guys, like if you're on the red line or something weird, like I'm talking about with the red line and a train, subway, it feels more like a train, but it could be a subway. You got 3 stops to go. Just get off of it. The minute your stomach tells you something's not right, just get off of it. Take a bus, take another route. Listen to your intuition if it has to do with travel, your car, anything like that. Okay. And I know it sucks. No one wants to be late for work, but if your gut is telling you something, and not just because I'm telling you something, it's your own gut. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I take the train every day. Might have a little fear behind that, but like, that's not, there's no reason to. Like, you got to get to work, you got to get to where you need to be, right? But if you're on it and it's screeching, or it's like, oh, that didn't feel right, or, get off. Just get off. It doesn't have to be a huge jolt where everybody's jumping off the fucking train. You know what I mean? It can be very little, but your gut is telling you like, nah, something here doesn't sound right. It's like driving a car. Something doesn't feel right, or, so anything with travel right now. But to me, I'm being told a train. So it could be the subway. Train, plane, automobile. Plane. And there's still a plane that's going to go down. It hasn't happened yet. I keep getting pulled to that. And it's the 9/11 feeling is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. It doesn't have to be a plane. It can just be going into like build big, huge ass buildings and, putting bombs and, oh God, I'm probably going to get tagged on YouTube now. Situating things like that and still having like the biggest buildings come down. You know what I mean? Because they're coming. And the government knows, guys. They've been here. Are you kidding me? But they're coming in numbers now. Like it's like I can feel the pressure when I say it, like coming in numbers. Like it's pretty fucking sad. I got goosebumps. So those are more like spiritual goosebumps on my head again. Because it's extremely unfortunate, and it is what it is. So it's like that one time where somebody said like, oh, I live in Washington, it's safe. Are you safe? And not to insult you, but like, are you safe from chemical warfare? Are you safe from somebody, U.S. citizen goes rogue and throws a bomb on you? Like, you got to be realistic here. So this reading is telling me you have to be very realistic with the choices that you are making, because you are shaping your choices. You're shaping your day each day when you wake up with your own thoughts. You're shaping your destiny. So don't forget that you are shaping your destiny right now, and the energies are extremely potent. So work with them, okay? I love you guys, and I see you when I can see you. I love you so much. Bye, guys.